Webster, and this week we did a story on a bunch of different how-tos that you can do for Halloween that are cheap and accessible to students and just really easy and fun. So I'm here with Bailey Moore, and she's going to show us how to make these really interesting masks that she's made. She wore this one last year to pub crawl, I guess, and they're really creepy, but they're also really cute. And so she's going to just walk us through a little tutorial on how to make them and some stuff. So here you go. Want to show us what you're working on there?
Yeah, right now I'm working on a bird mask. The year before I really only focused on fur, so I thought, maybe I'd switch it up and try some feathers out. So that's what I'm working on right now. As you can see, there's only half of it done, so we could work on it for the remainder.
And tell me about why you use the cat mask instead of just like a regular black mask.
Well, there's just more room to work with, pretty much, because the ears, and then you can build off those. That's pretty much it.
I remember you saying something about how it just seems more natural, like it fits your face more naturally or something than the other ones.
Yeah, it just gives it more personality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, it doesn't fit any better, but,
okay.
Yeah.
But since it's an animal, it works. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you want to show me how you kind of did the bird, and I'm going to work on my own?
Yeah, well, first, this is optional. You can buy the beak, or with this one we got a bear nose with some teeth, just to give it some more. Another thing, it's another personality thing. So you can put this on your bird mask if you want. If you can't afford something like this, you can just use construction paper.
And how much do these run typically?
I think like $1.99 to $3.99.
Okay. And so would you say overall, to make the bird mask, how much does it cost typically?
Probably less than $10, unless you want to buy really neat feathers like peacock feathers, and you can make it a little bit more interesting if the more feathers you get,
right.
Or you can just get a bag of $1 feathers.
Okay.
So probably about under $10.
These are just a little bit more expensive to do, like the big animals.
Well, it really depends. Like one sheet of fur like this, it's about $2.99. So it runs about the same.
Okay, cool. So what do I do first? Do I work on gluing the beak?
Well, do you want the beak?
Yeah.
Do you want to use these red?
No. No, I don't want to make it into a chicken. No.
Okay. These are nice red things.
Okay.
I would cut those off and try to make it look as least saggy as possible.
Okay, so why don't you, while I'm doing this, walk us through how you did that?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, the panda mask, actually I had a friend Tessa show me how to do this last year. She made a fox. You don't have to do just bears or foxes. You can do dogs. Birds. If you get some decoupage, you could probably, do lizards or something like that to make it seem more, not slimy, but shiny, I guess.
Like use construction paper or something instead
or just, scrapbook paper. But last year with the panda mask, all I had was black and white fur. I didn't even get a nose like that. And then basically what you do is start on the outside with the white, and then I don't know, Google a bear or whatever you're doing. Just so you know what it looks like. Just in case you don't. And then you just go from there. I did the white first, and then I added the black onto it.
Do you know where the super glue is? Did we leave it in the other room?
This will work.
Okay, I'll use this then.
It should be good.
Okay, cool. So right now I'm gluing this plastic beak on, and so I'm using a hot glue gun to do that. You can also use super glue.
Sometimes with the beaks, the super glue works a little bit better.
But with the feathers and with like the fur like this, it's probably better to use hot glue, just because super glue is like really sticky. And
just be careful when you're using the hot glue, because even when you're pressing the feathers or the fur down, you can easily burn yourself, like Abby and I did earlier.
So, but if you want something that's a little bit easier and probably a little bit more affordable, you can always buy a cat mask like this that are like, I think they're like $2.99 or $3, and you can just get like cool paper or construction paper and just make like a cool mask. And if you want, you can buy like a bag of feathers, and they cost like I think $1. And so you can do something cool like that. If you have any leftover fabric lying around, you could probably just use Mod Podge or something. You don't have to get all like, get all crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's sticking for the time being. So
okay, that'll work.
So for now, I've just glued this beak onto my cat, which it looks interesting because it's a cat bird. But now I will just like pick like a sort of a feather combination and start working on that. And so, what would I like? Will I just kind of like layer them, like what you?
Yeah, like the bear mask, I started on the outside first, and I thought I'd go crazy and use a bunch of different colors. You can just use the yellow or the purple, whatever you want. But yeah, and then just layer the feathers as you go. That way, it gives it a more realistic
And
look.
what types of like reactions, I'm curious, did you get when you wore your panda to pub crawl? And when Tessa was in her fox?
They were pretty excited about it.
Were they?
Yeah.
Was anybody
I mean, I was a panda for Halloween.
Yeah.
So yeah, naturally.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, and you can do it, like you said earlier, you can do like a lot of different animals, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And if I wanted to do a dog, how would I make the ears? Would I just like sort of...
I would layer the ears with the fur and just keep hot gluing them down into the shape that you want, depending on the type of dog you are.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just do like little kind of strips of glue and just layer the feathers.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Are you serious? Oh my god. Sorry about that.
Ow! Yeah, that's what I meant by be careful with a hot glue gun.
So this is what I have so far. You can be, I think, more specific with kind of the color combinations that you choose. I kind of just found colors that I liked and just sort of stuck them on here. But you can do whatever. Also, I wanted to mention, if you want to just like make a cool mask, just like don't use the beak and just get these really cheap feathers at Hobby Lobby or any craft store. And you can just glue them on. You can do lace or sequins. Yeah.
Just go crazy
Just
with it.
any type of, and then they also have like that glitter glue and like just all kinds of stuff. And it's not really that expensive for what you get, especially if you shop around. I know that even like places like Walmart have cheap stuff like this too. So, and another thing that's cool to do with masks is buttons.
Oh yeah.
You can buy huge bags of buttons for like $2. You just have to go to the right place. Like Walmart, like I said, has them. Michael's probably has them. Hobby Lobby, just any local craft store. So your finished product's gonna look something like this. It's gonna be awesome at the bar because your mouth is free. So it's not like some sort of mask, that covers your whole face. They're also, and I don't really know what the adjective for them is, but
Great.
They're great. And so thanks for tuning in and watching our mask making tutorial, and I hope you have a great Halloween.